Now see here measurement of length. Length can be measured by the two methods. One is the direct method, another is indirect method. Direct method, like just you are using a scale to measure something. You know the scale can measure here the distance, minimum distance, that is 1 millimeter. So one is the scale which you can use. So meter scale can be used here for direct measurement. Vernier calipers can be used. Screw gauge can be used. Spherometer can be used. So all these instruments we use generally for measuring the length by direct method. Now here we will be seeing the measurement of the length by indirect method also. In indirect method, when you are measuring the length, you can measure the the size of the stars, you can measure the distance of the stars, even you can measure the distance of the even the aeroplanes flying, at what height the aeroplanes are flying. Everything can be measured by at the height of a tree, height of a big tower, height of the hills. All these can be measured by indirect method. While measuring indirect method, we have to use one is that is called parallax. The parallax is simply here, that is a relative shift in the position of the object with respect to the background. Suppose if you are holding your if you see the background and hold a finger in front of you and you see with the left eye and the right eye, you will find there is a shift in the background, and this shift is known as actually relative shift, and that is only known as parallax. And the parallax, suppose if you are saying like a star over here, any distant star you are saying, you are taking the 2 points here, one is from here and one is from here, and measuring this angle from the two positions. This is known as basis, this is actually the baseline, and this we can take as B, and this we can take as a D, this we can take as theta. So here we can write, for the small angle we can write theta is equal to B upon D. See here, if you know the theta, if you know the B is the simply the distance here on the surface of earth, you have taken the 2 points, and the D can be easily calculated. So this is by a parallax method. This concept also can be used for measuring the size of the heavenly bodies. If you are taking, there is a suppose moon, this is the diameter, this you can take as diameter as D. From the surface of earth you take these 2 points, and this you measure this angle. This is the angular diameter. Here if you have taken this whole distance is, suppose this is r, so you can write theta is equal to D upon r. R is the distance between moon and the earth. If it is known to us, we can calculate D is equal to theta into r. By this way we can calculate the size of the moon also. Now another method is here where you can use here, suppose any object, you might have heard the radar or the sonar. Suppose here, for basically it is used for the submarines, or that concept is here. Suppose any object is over here, from this point rays of the speed v sent to this side, and they come back after reflection to this point. While going the distance is x, while coming back is the distance is x. This concept can be used in the radar, where we use the radio waves. We can use here the sonar, where we use the sound waves here. In that case, if you have produced the wave from here, they are going to this object, striking, reflecting, that means, and coming over here. If you measure the time, let total time be t, then easily you can measure. So the distance is equal to 2x is equal to, what is that? Distance is equal to speed into time, so v into t, and we need to measure x, so we can write x is equal to v into t by 2. By this way we can calculate the distance. So, this is by reflection, measuring the distances of the object by using reflection method. So, these are the measurement for the long distances, and also we can measure the small distances like molecular sizes.